Any clones that belong down? So technically all that. Oh. Huh. Chanel's technically a designer, that's true. Okay. Yeah, okay. Ugh. So good. So freaking good. Going up, Bible, if survival. Technically, they should be. Can I fit these up here? What up, Willie? Good to see Mr. Willie. That sounded crazy. Oh, shoot. What's up, everyone? Yo, 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 Willie, Patrick, Fizzy, Chevy, Decay, Crafty. You guys got to give your moms their phone back. Please. I'll give you your 10 seconds of fame. You can have it. You can have it, baby. You can have it. I'm handing it out for free. I'm handing it out for free. What up, what up, what up? I'm handing it out for free. Come get your fame. I'll give it to you, I promise. If you want to be famous, I'll make you famous. Scent of the day, guys. Put it in the chat. What's up? Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Sorry, I'm putting in some new frags, so I have to rearrange my setup because I'm running out of space. So it's Q&A lounge, so if y'all have any questions about fragrance, I do everything in between clone dupe inspired, everything around designer, niche and independent niche, and each tier represents that in my collection. Niche, designer, alternatives. So and this is just a part of my collection. The rest of it's in the closet. So if y'all have any questions, Chris, what age? Thank you, Icy. Appreciate you. Yeah, man, I always tell everybody, give me a sub for a week. You'll know right away whether this channel is for you. I post more than Gent Sense, which is the highest poster in fragrance content. So you'll get a taste of my content real quick because I post 2 to 4 videos a day, every single day since I've started my YouTube channel. So give it a shot. If you like it, stick around. Best to pull a girl at 25 to 30. If you're trying to go, and what price point, Chris? Designer or niche? Okay, this is starting to make some sense. Can I fit this back here? I hate that I have to put a chubby fragrance right there. What is the best one that you've ever had? You know, I always tell people I don't have a fragrance collection, I have a problem. When you're dealing with somebody who has hundreds of fragrances, you don't really have a best one. Because if I felt like I had a best one, I wouldn't really buy much else. Designer. Okay. So the most complimented designers of all time, notorious street battle winners of all ages from teenagers to about 30 in the designer category is Versace Eros EDT. And that's because it's a fresh apple mint vanillic scent. It's both fresh for everyday use, but because of the vanilla and musk, it can lean into date night. So if you want a hybrid fragrance that doubles as a freshie, upscale, but also can go date night, Versace Eros EDT. Depends on what kind of girl you're dealing with, because a lot of girls younger in that age category love sweet, so Eros would be a better choice. But there's some women who prefer to smell manly men who don't smell sweet, and in that case, your next most complimented option will be Bleu de Chanel, which is right here. Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum or Parfum. This is classy, fresh, sophisticated man without the sweetness. So this is just manliness, and it's very classy, and it's one of the highest complimented fragrances of all time. If you want to go off the beaten path and pick something that nobody's ever heard of, but is very mass appealing and is great for date nights, this fragrance right here. It retails for $200, but in 2025, you can get this for about $25. This is Lalique White and Black, and it smells just like a niche fragrance by the house of Parfums de Marly called Leighton, but it smells better than Leighton, a little bit fresher, but it is one of the sexiest, cheapy date night killers that smells like it's a $300 fragrance. All three of those would be great for date night. Again, I could go date night forever in the niche category and in designer category, but those are the notorious killers out there right now. Okay, let's answer some other questions. And there's still kids stealing their mom's phones. We'll make you famous. Coach for Men's a great scent. You know, it kind of imitates Bleu de Chanel, not in DNA style, but vibe. Coach for Men is a sophisticated, classy, manly scent without the sweetness. Side Effect is a real boozy fragrance. So if you're dealing with a girl who loves sweet scents, then Side Effect would be a great choice, 30 and down. As you go 30 and up, Side Effect becomes overly sweet, overly boozy, and kind of feels boy toyish. But if you are at boy toy age, you know what I'm saying, 18 to 30-ish, you can get away with it because a lot of girls typically around that age love boozy, sweet fragrances. It's rosy, it's vanillic, it's sweet, it's boozy, and it's a high compliment factor. But you got to be willing to spend that bread because I think it retails at about $300 starting. In my experience, Chris, Spice Bomb Extreme has worked pretty good for date night. Spice Bomb Extreme is a wonderful fragrance for date night if you're dealing with a girl who likes sweet fragrances because that is a vanillic, spicy nighttime fragrance. So if she likes a real masculine guy, Spice Bomb's going to come off overly vanillic, but it's likely that she does like sweetness with her fragrance at the age that you requested. So Spice Bomb Extreme would be an excellent choice as well. If the girl is into it. You also got to ask yourself, are you willing to wear a fragrance that you might not necessarily prefer that she does? That's also a big question because if you're trying to get it in on the date, then it doesn't matter what you like, it matters what she likes. So you got to be willing, there's got to be some flexibility there. Eros Energy is a compliment factor too. Yeah, Versace Eros Energy is a very pineapple, lemony, punchy, tart, fruity fragrance. And it does have a high compliment factor in the teenager range and in the 20 to 30 range. I think once you get from about 25 and up, 30 and up, that's when you have to go into a more mature pineapple and go straight to Creed Aventus. I don't care which version you get. Creed Aventus Cologne, Creed Aventus Absolute, or even go higher if you're 30 plus into Nishane's Hasavat. To me, when it comes to pineapple, sexy, boss, CEO type of fragrances, the teeny bop version is Versace Eros Energy. The next level after that is Aventus. The next level after that is Hasavat. But all three of those fragrances have extremely high compliment factor. We're giving phones back to our moms tonight. What's your favorite freshie for summer? Right now, I'm wearing this a lot. Lalique White and Black. Every fresh fragrance characteristic that's good about a freshie is in one masculine fragrance. It's spiced with a bit of Szechuan pepper, the tiniest bit of spice. That's good for a freshie. It has the citrus, bergamot citrus, very good for spring, summer. It's got the vetiver for complexity, so it's not just a simple freshie. A lot of freshies come off very simple and basic. This is not basic. It smells like a $400 fragrance. It has green notes, so it's going to come off a slight bit Bleu de Chanel-ish, a slight bit foresty without the blue shower gel effect. So it's got tamarind, vetiver, bergamot, Szechuan pepper. It's also got a linen and a soap quality to it. So everything great about freshies is in this all-star quarterback fragrance, and you can get 100 ml for 25 bucks. It is that is insane value. It beats out a lot of fresh $50 to $150 fragrances on my shelf. Another banger right now. If you were into Drake's Summer Mink and you saw all the hype around that fragrance recently, that is a vanillic white floral musk citrus fragrance. Women absolutely love it. Young men love it. Men 25 and up are about 50-50 on it. But if you want a fragrance that's cheaper than Drake's Summer Mink, smells in the same DNA as Summer Mink, but is infinitely better, Gucci Guilty Elixir is your everyday dumb reach fragrance. Even if you're somebody who is very familiar with Bleu de Chanel or Versace Eros, Dylan Blue, Versace Pour Homme, Prada L'Homme, any of those freshy fragrances, but you want something modern and new and not overly used by a lot of people, the 2024, late 2024 or 2025 release, no, it's a 2024 release. This release is easily one of the best Gucci fragrances ever made, and it, to me, put hope back into that house because they were slacking for a really long time. This is fresh, this is musky, it's slightly vanillic, very classy, upscale, any age, any season, any reason, dumb reach. Competes with Eros. It might even replace Eros in 2025. All right, what else? Do you have Dior for my husband? Absolutely. We have, I'll do you one better. We have Dior Homme Parfum, so DHP, and then we also have Dior Homme Intense. Thoughts on Coach? Coach is good. My wife is out of town, for those who are worried. Vintage Radio is a clone of Paragon. It's a good smelling fragrance. It's just if you don't live in cold weather, it's very hard to find a use case for it. So most people that buy it wind up selling it, not because it's a bad fragrance, but because they don't have an excuse to wear it. They live in hot weather. Jimmy. Oh, that's funny. Which perfume makes panties soak? I already went over that. Yeah, I am not affiliated. I do not sell fragrances, so don't ask me how you can get it from me. I'm just a regular guy out there that knows a lot about fragrance and will help you guys out. but I'm not selling fragrances. This is a variation of Dior Homme 2025 Parfum called Gary's Den. It's about 30, 40 bucks, 100 ml, lasts forever, and smells the same, if not a little bit better than the brand new release of Dior Homme's Parfum 2025 edition. It's essentially a clone, but to me it's a little bit better because it's fresher. If you need a Dior Homme Intense that's much cheaper, this is called Cayenne Classic. It is a 1-to-1 clone of Dior Homme Intense. If you don't know the difference between Dior Homme Parfum and Dior Homme Intense, Dior Homme Parfum is what people call a dusty iris. It's still got that lipsticky cosmetic bag feel, but it's a lot fresher. And Dior Homme Intense is the same profile, but the iris is creamy and not fresh and dusty. It's more of a milky, powdery, creamy iris in Dior Homme Intense, which basically means that Dior Homme Parfum can slowly creep into casual daily scent, upscale casual, and then super lean into date night, whereas Dior Homme Intense and clones like it fall into the category of pretty much nightlife and date night only. What's your favorite Amouage release? I haven't pulled the trigger on a lot of Amouages, but obviously Epic is a really good option for me. I love how green it is. I like Beach Hut Man. The other ones, I'm kind of just on the fence. Amouage and Xerjoff are very challenging houses. You can't blind buy any of them. So I'm still messing with a lot of those scents and haven't really honed in on what I want from the house. But I did pull the trigger on Epic Man, and I'm very pleased. That's a lot of questions, Vaz. All I can say is the new Lotus Sea is good. Gucci Guilty Absolute is 8 out of 10. Encre Noir Indigo is about a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. Vintage Radio, okay for summer? No, it's too heavy. I've been looking at Levante Intense by Joe Milano. Looks good on paper. Have you smelled it? I haven't, Mike. I'm sorry. Where do you buy your fragrances? I buy it from people, places, and things all over the place. Whoever has the best deal. Stop repeating yourself in the chat, guys. I have mods that will remove you very quickly for being repetitious, especially Daisy. I just ordered Cedrop Boisé and Side Effect. Great job, Willie. If you're over 20... Yeah, I agree. I agree, Maddie. Have you tried Resurrection Wild, and is it worth the hype? I have not tried it. Do you like Stronger with You line? Personally, at 36, I feel like it's quite sweet for me. I'm not really a chestnut vanillic spice kind of guy. But their fragrances are awesome. Stronger with You Intensely is very nice and very popular. A summer fragrance, Khaled, that's very special is Ferragamo's Bright Leather, Blonde Suede Leather, and Lime/Bergamot. Or Mancera's Vetiver Sensual, a citrus basket with a lemongrass kind of feel. Very radiant, lasts forever in the high heat, and no one will smell like you. Very masculine, but also very bright and playful. I got Dylan Blue. Do you think I did a good choice? If you like it, then it was a good choice. Absolutely, Khaled. R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. Thoughts on Versace blue jeans? In the year 2025, blue jeans is out of here. I don't care how good we all think it is. It's the year 2025. There's no reason to spend that money on that fragrance. Absolute waste of money. It's not creative. It's like in 2025 buying a regular number 2 pencil when you know they have mechanical pencils. It makes no sense. You're going to sharpen your pencil still in 2025. Azzaro Most Wanted, Wanted by Night, and the Most Wanted Parfum versions are solid, but I don't rock those anymore in 2025. But those are the ones I recommend. Best cherry perfume, probably Danae from Argos. Just bought a brand new bottle of blue jeans. Shaking my head, man, shaking my head. We're still buying Nautica Voyage and blue jeans and Versace Pour Homme in 2025. How much is all that? Too much. Are Prada colognes any good? Yes, Prada L'Homme and Prada L'Homme Intense are great. Prada Luna Rosa Le Parfum, Prada Luna Rosa Ocean, and Prada Black. Great fragrances. Scent of the day, per show 1. Beautiful. What up, Kicks? Salute. What's the best cool water in your opinion? Parfum version. My friend's name is okay. Let's put kids in timeout. Thank you guys. What's the best Lalique Encre Noir release? A la Extreme, but all 3 of the Encre Noirs are the worst fragrances in the lineup. The best release is probably a tie between Lin Sumi, Indigo, and Ombre Noir. I like Night Vision. I like Night Vision as well, but it doesn't last long. What are your favorite what are your favorite fragrances with ambergris? A lot of them. Ambergris in too many fragrances to pick a few out. Battery on 7. Yeah, go charge that thing, Kicks. Have you tried Forever Wanted Elixir? I have. It's okay. I give it a 7. What's up, Hannah? Beautiful to see you. Thanks for joining us. SB, what up? Scent of the day, Mont Blanc Legend Blue. Hey, I like blue. It's got a nice spearminty vibe to it. I ain't hating on Mont Blanc Blue. I hate Mont Blanc as a house, but I don't hate on if they have a banger. And blue is, I wouldn't call it a banger, but it's still an 8 out of, it's above average to me. Al McGreevy, I don't really like their fragrances too much. There's only like 1 or 2 that I like. Just grab Liquid Brune. Love it after maceration. Qatar, I thought you live in very hot weather. How are you able to pull off Liquid Brune? That fragrance is sweet as heck. Aqua di Gio is king. Yes, Profumo Profondo. Favorite parfums de Marly. My favorite 3 parfums de Marly would easily be Galloway, Wajan, and Carlisle. What's the best perfume company for you? Right now, Javoy. Where do you buy your fragrances? Everywhere. Do you like Boss Number 1? No. Cool. Oh, I got to the bottom. Nice. Cool Water Intense versus Lacoste Pure. Out of 10 on both. Love from the UK. Love your work. Neither. Neither, man. Those get 6 out of 10s, both of them. I gotta just be honest. But you know, look at my collection, man. There's just over 100 fragrances right here, and like 200-300 just in that box. So you're asking the wrong person about Cool Water and Lacoste, because I'm holding them to very high standards. And honestly, Lacoste style red is the best Lacoste, period. Cool Water is super dated, but Parfum, the latest release, was pretty nice. I just feel like $30 to $40 on a fragrance in 2025 could literally get you any niche level fragrance you want. So why bother with the old school ones? Waiting for that Desert Rain to drop so I could buy the sample set. I feel you. I've been wearing that all week. I think any man should blind buy Desert Rain, no question. Black Orchid EDP versus Parfum. I would go Parfum, but honestly, I don't even think Black Orchid is worth the money in 2025. Just go with Zara Man. Fragrance World, Fragrance World. You can only get it on Triple Traders. This smells better than both, and it's the same DNA. And it's only $30, lasts forever. So you don't need to get Black Orchid at all in 2025. That is way better. Angel Sharon, 40 degree wet. Hey, listen, yeah, I mean, I feel you. Listen, I think where I live is hotter than you because it's over 110 degrees every single day where I live. So I know how it is. Carlisle is my favorite. Carlisle is great. Dolce & Gabbana The One is okay. As a vetiver lover, how come you never mentioned Guerlain? Guerlain is honestly, their vetiver is very classy, classical to me. It's okay, but it's nowhere near the best vetiver. But Guerlain fragrances are great, and the vetiver one is good. I give it an 8 out of 10. In terms of premier vetivers, I do carry a lot of them, as you can see, but Guerlain's not in my top. It might be in my top 10, maybe. It's in my top 15 as far as the vetiver fragrance is concerned. But God tier vetiver, no, not at all. What do you think about taking Eros on a vacation? You know how I feel about that. Suggest a cheaper version of God of Fire, Vulcan Fue. Hugo Boss, what do you think? I mean, I have Hugo Boss bottled, the scent magnetic. I think it's pretty solid. But in 2025, I don't think it's worth the money. I think there's other fragrances that smell less synthetic. Sorry for the many questions, but last question of the night. Exercising, best fragrance that can be used for workouts? Lalique White. No question. $25. Wear that in the gym. You'll love it. Givenchy, Gentleman Intense Thought. It's okay. I give it an 8 out of 10. I'm a Gentleman Boisé and Reserve Privé guy. So my opinion is that Givenchy fragrances either go classy, sexy, or sexy, classy. And a lot of those fragrances, like the one you just mentioned, sit right in the middle, and I don't like that. I think you should have one classy, one sexy. I think the entire Gucci line or Givenchy line is consolidated with Gentleman Boisé and Reserve Privé. Everything else is just copying those two. Burberry Touch review, solid fragrance, but it's old. In 2025, it's not necessary. For the same money, you can get a lot of the fragrances on my shelf right now. I'm thinking about Amouage Reflection Man. Okay. We might as well get a clone of Reflection Man. There's so many great ones. Yeah, hit the 3 dots right here or right here, and then hit the like button. Once YouTube sees that you're doing that, they'll sprinkle a ton of people in here. As you can see, we're at 38. It'll take it up to 50 if it has over half likes. SB, what's your last acquisition? My last acquisition. Actually, here's one of my latest acquisitions right here. This came in yesterday. Been rocking this. Another acquisition. I didn't realize that. I had 4 fragrances come in. And then here's the 4th one. Dominicano, yes, that's a great fragrance. I love it. It's the closest you're probably going to get to Creation E. Favorite oud fragrance? Probably this one, Oud for Greatness. I hate to be very Jeremy fragrance on you guys, but it's just the best. Mugler, do you like it? It's a bit dated for me. I give it an 8. What would your best pick on Jasmine be? I don't have an answer for that. I'm sorry. How did you like Supreme L'Homme EDP, not the extreme one? I like the extreme in the clone, but if you're getting the real thing, you only really need L'Homme Ideal or L'Homme Ideal Extreme, whichever you prefer in terms of intensity. But if you're going with a clone, I like Supreme L'Homme Extreme. Top 5 dark fragrances, at least right now, Bulgari Man in Black, Lamal Elixir, Absolute Aphrodisiac, Oud for Greatness, by Killian's Straight to Heaven, Ex Nihilo Speed Legends Night Drive, yeah, I mean, you could start with those. Black Phantom. Saludas desde Uruguay. Do you have vintage radio? I did, but I gave it away in my last giveaway. Please tell about Al Maghribi. Nah, I don't like it. I just hit the like button. Appreciate it. Now you can give your phone back to your mama. What's that Elite one? Bois 1920. I haven't tried that one yet, Seba. What do you think of Lalique Pour Homme Eau de Parfum? I like it. If you're not a grown man, don't buy it. If you're not a grown man, but you want this profile, get Bentley for Men Intense. But if you are a grown man, 30 plus, it's a killer. Great Bois de Portugal replacement. Love that Aqua Media Forte. Gave it to my neighbor as I just bought the EDP of Oud Satin Mood. Beautiful. Nice. Yeah, I have Oud Satin Mood. It's good. I don't wear it, though, in Arizona. You tried Matiere Premier Falcon Leather. Yes, it's a good scent. It's just not my tea, but it's a good scent. How is Byredo Gypsy Water? It's 8 out of 10. Calvin Klein Euphoria, a bit old for me. I'm not really wearing old school classics anymore right now. Best Jupe. Jupe is very questionable. Everybody's on the fence about Jupe. They either love it or hate it. It's quite intense, no matter which one you get. Thoughts on Lacoste? The only one I would promote is Lacoste Red. Yo, SB, what's your favorite boozy fragrance? Right now, Lalique Ombre Noir. Tobacco and cognac. Would you recommend Cod Lodge Cafe Latte over Mancera Amora Cafe? Neither of the two. I would just go Kamarakawa. Infusion by Bombay Sapphire 2003. Haven't tried it. Best Oud for Greatness clone. This one. The old school one. Where is it? One to one. And there's both of them to show you that I can tell you that with full authority. 1 to 1. So go buy that on Amazon for 25 bucks and call it a day. What's up from Toronto? Shout outs to my boys in Toronto. I'm from Tempe. Nice, brother. Good to have a local in here. What are some masculine frags you could recommend that are in the same masculinity of Sauvage Elixir? Afro Leather by Maison Alhambra. Armaf Club de Nuit Pre-Show 1. FOMO Fragheads Asylum, Off Non-Supremacy Collector's Edition. If we go to designers, super masculine fragrances, Ombre Noir from Lalique, Halloween Man Shot, Bulgari Man in Black. Jimmy Choo Man Intense is very Sauvage Elixir-ish. Acqua di Gio Profumo, if you can get your hands on it. In my stash, as far as Sauvage-ish stuff, probably Speed Legends Night Drive. I don't have any other Sauvage-ish stuff in my niche collection. What would you consider 10 out of 10? A few things. By Killian Straight to Heaven, Herba Gold, Herods by Roja, Oceania by Roja, Amouage Epic, Amouage Beach Hut Man, Diptyque's Tempo EDP, Flor Narcotique by Ex Nihilo, Casa Marati's Mephisto, Desert Rain from Day 3, Trace Oros from Day 3, Absolute Aphrodisiac, Oud for Greatness, 10 out of 10s, Kajal 3, Mancera Vetiver Sensual, Bleu de Chanel, Eros, Gucci Guilty Elixir, YSL Loam. There's a lot of 10s. Paco Ultraviolet or 1 million Elixir, 1 million Elixir. YSL Myself EDP I love, but the fragrance influencers hate it because it's not unique enough. Well, who cares? If you like it, love it. I don't have a best from Al Maghribi right now. They're under the radar. They're under a microscope with me right now. Oh gosh. Guys, I'm running out of room. I can already tell I'm gonna have to rearrange my whole freaking collection. Oh Man. That really sucks. Really sucks. Ugh, jeez. Yo, SB, how strong is Jupe Ohm? Is it worth it for the price? It's very strong, and it's not worth the price. Your favorite perfume? I don't have one. I have a problem. There's too many perfumes up there that I love. Don't worry about the donation, man. I'm about to hit my 3K and do a big giveaway. Boom, 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 boom. Your favorite green cologne? Honestly, I'm loving this right now. I'm loving Aqua Media Forte. Absolutely, I wore it today. Today was my scent of the day. It's entry-level vegetal scents. I know that sounds weird and unappealing, but this basically smells like cucumber water and matcha green tea. Wouldn't think I'd like that, but in hot Arizona weather, yes, I love that. There's a lot of green scents though. Creed's original vetiver, nice green. Desert Rain isn't really green, but I consider it a green. Harrods from Roja, Burlington 1819. Mancera, Vetiver Sensual, beautiful greens. Amouage Epic, beautiful green. Beach Hut Man, beautiful green. If you want to go down into cheapies, Vintage Green 78, beautiful green. Grassland, beautiful green. Yeah. Have you smelled Drakkar Blue? I have not. Favorite weed fragrance is Born to Stand Out's Mary Jane. My girls, that's a hard one. It really changes from month to month, but last month, my wife's favorite on me was Glorious Oud Royal Blanc, which is a clone of Initio's Musk Therapy. Actually, one she really loved on me this month was, I was about to say Trace Oros. What was the other one she said? It was one that I did not want to wear, and I just wore it because I wear a new fragrance every day. And she said, "What is that?" Oh, Creed Original Vetiver. She loved it on me. What's your favorite food? Food. Yeah, I imagined it would be Mike. Honestly, my favorite Drakkar to this day, no question, is Drakkar Intense. I feel like if you have Drakkar Intense, you have the best of everything. Amber, slight bit of alcohol, and Palo Santo. This smells like every fancy barbershop in a bottle. That's pretty much sums up the entire Drakkar line. It's just Noir and Original are too old school. The new one is like nobody needs a blue version of Drakkar in 2025. You know, appreciate you, Beard. Yeah, appreciate you, brother. You'll love it here, man. Stay a while. Garlic chicken is fire. Have you ever had Hawaiian garlic chicken? That thing hits. What up, Kels? Shout outs to Kels. Y'all need to go sub him immediately and check out all our collab content. Is that one better than Honor and Glory by Lattafa? 100%. Honor and Glory from Lattafa is not Musk Therapy. Despite the fact that it looks the exact same as Glorious Oud Royal Blanc, it is not. That fragrance is a dominant desserty fragrance that features the note of creme brulee. Glorious Oud Royal Blanc is musk and white florals. That is it. Those are two completely different DNAs. They both have white florals, but one is a dessert fragrance, one is a fresh musky fragrance. So Glorious Oud Royal Blanc. In fact, I don't even think it's been stated what Honor and Glory is cloning, but I know it's not Musk Therapy. Yeah, I saw Kel's live too. Normally I try not to go live when friends are live, but I haven't been live in a while, and we're about to hit 3K. Those of you guys who are watching right now, I am like 90 subs away from 3K, and I did the biggest giveaway in FragCom last month when we hit the 2K. So we gave away 32 full bottles of fragrance, not to mention the decants. You guys saw the proof on my community posts. I took a picture of all the packages when I shipped them out. I did the biggest fragrance giveaway for free. Nobody even had to pay for shipping in FragCom. So if you want to get access to my 3K giveaway, subscribe if you're not subscribed, because we give away plenty of bottles during that time, and we throw a freaking live stream party that is second to none. I'm not sure if I can show it right now, but let's see. Oh my gosh. Whoa. There's a lot of fragrances. I don't even think you guys will actually be able to see them, but this is my giveaway bin right now. I can't even see what you guys are seeing, but there's a buttload of bottles in there. Especially there's one in there that looks like a giant dong. That one right there. You know, we even have this replica discovery set. So, trust me, I'm already preparing and stacking up for the 3K giveaway. Thoughts on Game of Spades Moon? Jeff, I have not tried that yet. What about those David Beckham fragrances? They suck. What can I spray? Oh, that's terrible. Give your phone back to your mom and go to sleep. On me. Is the Eros DNA still worth it in 2025? The blue one. Cheapest fragrances that smell like a billionaire. That's anti-billionaire discussion, Seba. What is the poorest way to be rich? Favorite troll fragrance? It doesn't exist. I'm looking for an entry-level oud fragrance, not too barnyard smelling. Oud for greatness, easily. Oud for greatness, easily. Or Oud Wood from Tom Ford. We're giving phones back to our moms tonight. What Nasamato do you own? I own Baranda and I own Pardon. I think those are really the only ones you need. The other ones are cool, but not that special. To me, if you have Pardon, you have the best patchouli fragrance. If you have Baranda, you have the best rose fragrance, period. Yeah. I don't really think, Black Afghano, the citrus one, the suede one, I just don't think they are actually worth the price. Best Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir. What up, Cheese? Is Imperial Valley worth a blind buy? No. Test it first. I want Oud Wood Tom Ford, but waiting for it to get sub $130. You can get Oud Wood below $200, man. Just go on Google and type it in. There's a discounter selling that for below $200, especially the half size. You should be able to get 100 mil under 200 easy. Yeah, we tuck those kids in bed, man. They want to be famous. We make them famous. Hold on one sec, guys. We're back. All right. Hey, Scent, closest thing to Dior Homme Parfum pre-2025 reformulation right here. Gary's Den. No question. No question. The best fragrance for that if you're looking for that. Lasts forever. Fresh, authentic, non-synthetic, just amazing. I'm trying to stop myself from saying the word synthetic because every fragrance is synthetic. I need to stop saying synthetic and say fake smelling because those are two different things. My GF just sprayed tea rose. Have you heard of that? No, I haven't, John. Who's the house? What's that red cool water like? Sucks. We don't do happy birthdays. Go to bed. Who do you think has the closest taste in fragrances to you? Do you have people you follow or do you check Fragrantica? Somebody who's somewhat close to me, though when it comes to earthy scents, we have differences in our earthy fragrances. But as far as sweet fragrances, Fragrance Apprentice is very close to my nose on that. For earthy fragrances, me and Kix Griffey are on the same page. Me and Ross are similar on freshies. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I never heard of it, John. What up, Trey? Y'all shout outs to Trey Fragrance. Go follow him. We collab a lot. It's my boy. It's my young gunner. We got some new ones in, Trey. We just had these 4 come in yesterday. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada... I know you never heard of this house, so I'm not going to flash the other one. And then the 4th one was... What was the 4th fragrance, bro? What was the 4th fragrance that I got this yesterday? Oh. I don't think you heard of that house either, Trey. Trey, I gotta up your niche game, bro. I gotta up your niche game, man. Oh, that's what's up, John. Oh yeah, Apprentice makes great videos. Hey, the Fragrance Apprentice shouted me out on the last, not the last Chanel video, but the video before that. If you look at the end of the video, it says shout outs to the Scent Bubble. What do you think of the Demeter fragrances? Any worth smelling? I haven't tried those, brother. I haven't tried any of them. I've smelled a lot of fragrances, haven't tried that house. Suave is nice, bro. Suave is nice. I mean, to me, it's what on Cré Noir a la Extreme should have been. It's kind of this... I'm going to describe it unlike anybody out there, but it's kind of this... I mean, it's an amber scent, that's for sure. It's an ambery, resinous, slightly sweet, super classy masculine scent. Imagine not the fragrance by a fireplace, but imagine being by a literal fireplace and having a sweet cognac in your hand with a little bit of incense on the side. It's sexy, bro. It's sexy. Slightly ambery, resinous, but still fresh. Slightly smoky, resinous, amber firewood. Slightly sweet. I'm not sure if vanilla's in here. It leans mostly resinous. Or amber. It leans mostly amber, but suave is the word for that, man. You pretend you're at a really expensive restaurant, sitting near the fireplace, sipping some liquor before your meal. I just ordered that Lalique you told me about. Which one? Which one, Trey? What's your favorite YSL? L'Homme. Original. Top 3 best fresh fragrances. I don't do bests, but some great cheapies you can get your hands on is Bentley for Men Black Edition, Lalique White, Lalique Lin Sumi, Ferragamo Bright Leather, Banana Republic Arctic Slate, but it's discontinued, Gucci Guilty Elixir, Eros, Acqua di Gio Profondo. That's in the designer category. In the cheapie category, Club de Nuit Iconic, FOMO Fragheads Asylum, Off Non-Supremacy in Heaven, Paris Corner Celestial, Best Imagination Clone that no one's talking about, Sahib Intense, 10 out of 10 Imagination Clone, better than Aqua Dubai and freaking Full House. If you want to go even cheaper, Vintage Green 78, Banana Republic Grassland 90 Pure White, CK Everyone, Coach Open Road. If you want to go niche, Maison Francis Kirkjohn Aqua Media, MFK Aqua Universalis, MFK Amorous Extrait, Desert Rain from Day 3, Epic or Beach Hutman from Amouage, Ex Nihilo Blue Talisman. Speaking of which, I haven't put this on it's been like a week. Honestly, the best blue fragrance out right now is Xerjoff Casamarati's Mephisto. But Blue Talisman is nice. They just came out with the Extrait. Blue Talisman now has an Extrait, believe it or not. That's such a good fragrance. Fleur Narcotique is even banging. What happens when you put Night Drive on top of Talisman? Whoa! I gotta write that down. All right, I'm saying this for video purposes, so when I run it back, I can remember this. Ex Nihilo Speed Legends Night Drive, Ex Nihilo Blue Talisman combo for the combo ebook. What do you think of Hollywood Driftwood? I haven't smelled it. My girl loves that green MFK when I wear it, but the herbal notes of it reminds me of cilantro. It's fennel, but I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean. It's vegetal. And if you've never been into vegetal scents, which most men aren't because there aren't that many scents that are vegetal, it is a bit, I don't know. Like even when I'm wearing this fragrance, I'm like, I don't know. It's fresh. It's like cucumber water with fennel, matcha green tea. It kind of almost has that women's shampoo in the green direction. You know, that slight green apple, slight cucumber, melon water. But there's something very refreshing about it, and women absolutely love it. It's like oolong cha, you know? As a man, do you like wearing oolong tea and lemon? Maybe not, but as you get older, you start to appreciate the earthy take on the freshy and aquatic style fragrances. It's very unique, and women absolutely love it because despite it being vegetal, it's still very much something women can connect to. They love cucumber water and melon water and all that stuff, and that's what it smells like. Now, if you want something more masculine that is slightly vegetal, I think you have to get Roja's Midsummer Dream. That's a good fragrance. I know sweat never mixes well with fragrance, but if you were to sweat after a long day, what fragrance would fare well without being nauseatingly overpowering? I would never do that. If you're trying to look for a fragrance after sweating all day, you've got your priorities wrong. If you are sweating, do not think about fragrance. Think about a shower eau de parfum. You need to take a shower extrait or a shower absolute. Get your butt in the freaking shower and wash that butt crack. Wash it up. Because you shouldn't be putting a fragrance on your skin if you have not cleaned it. What's that imagination clone name? Sahib Intense. Here, I'll let you screenshot it. 3, 2, 1. Bam. Everybody's going to tell you to get Aqua Dubai and Full House. They're good. I just had an argument with somebody on my short today. Hey, I don't care what you say. I'm loving my Aqua Dubai. Hey, I get it. That's fine. But if people come to SB and say, what's the best imagination clone? It's not Full House and it's not Aqua Dubai. So stop coming to me with all that garbage. Sahib Intense is the best imagination. I don't care what you guys say. I have imagination. I can speak on this. Nobody arguing with me on shorts and in the comment section has imagination. And nobody in the comment section has bought all of the imagination clones. I have them all. Stop arguing with me. It just is what it is. I know you don't want a fragrance with a freaking giant cork on it. I get it. But if you want to smell like real imagination, this is what you get. Not all these little twists and turns. Aqua Dubai is special. It's nice. It's not imagination. It's not. Just because a fragrance smells incredible doesn't mean it's the clone. Somewhere in the midst of this, y'all got the game messed up, man. Even my friends. because Aqua Dubai smells fantastic, and because there's this thing where it's like, if it's kind of there, but it smells amazing, we start calling it a 1-to-1. It's not. It's not even over 85% close. Neither is Full House. Neither is Yam and Lail. I'm just sick of it. We got to be truthful, man. That's why every time I tell you guys Sahib Intense is better, I hold Imagination up next to it. Guys got to stop following the hype, man. It's the same thing people did. People do this, man. People did this with Vulcan Fue. People came around trying to tell you Vulcan Fue is God of Fire. No, it's not. It's just better than the other God of Fire clones. That's it. It is not God of Fire. It's not 1-to-1. It might be 85-90% at best. It is the best smelling out of the clone houses. It is high quality. It is fun to wear. It does have high compliment factor, but it's not God of Fire. So sick of this stuff. We don't have to say something's 1-to-1 to tell you to buy it. Just tell people it's great. If I'm not mistaking it, it was Lalique Ombre Noir. Okay, Trey. Hey, Trey, that's going to put hair on your chest, bro. You might have been, you know, just be ready, bro, because that's going to put some hair on your chest, bro. Have any good mint recommendations where mint is the main note? Yeah, the Jeremy Fragrance mint. There's almost no fragrances where mint is the leading note. But Jeremy Fragrance has a fragrance called Mint, and that is... Go back to your mama. What's your thoughts on Ozza Vetiver Pepper? I haven't smelled it, Rudy, but if you have it, please send me a little splash of it. I'll review it and shout you out. Any experience with carrot smelling fragrances? Yes. Midsummer Dream, Roja. Midsummer Dream, Roja. That's what you need to get into if you're into carrot. I believe it's carrot seed in that one, but it still smells like carrot. Do you like Eau de Parisi? I got to be honest with you, Siaj, no. They're very high quality scents, but Eau de Parisi, all of the Eau de Parisi fragrances was some Italian guy who made fragrances for his father, and they smell like that. You know, I just reviewed a couple of Eau de Parisis. I did Megamare, I did Koyam, which is the most popular leather one talked about, and there was another one I did, and they all smelled old. Rich old guys from the 80s. I want a frag with a giant cork on it. Oh, there you go. Here's a giant cork. And here's a giant cork. And here's a giant cork. We're corking today. What do you mean, how close was that one, John? Best CK fragrance, probably CK1 and CK Everyone, Eau de Parfum. Best Aventus Absolute dupe, Club de Nuit per show 1. It beats all of them. Don't ask me about Al Harmain. Don't ask me about Nitro Black. Don't ask me about Off Non Supremacy, Not Only Intense. Don't ask me about the other Club de Nuits, Eau de Toilette, Eau de Parfum, Parfum, Pure Parfum, Extrait, blase, blase, blah. No. Armaf per show 1, if you're looking for Absolute. Don't look back. Trust me. Is Liquid Brune 1-to-1 Altair? No. 85% at best. But it's still a great smelling fragrance. Best Tom Ford? That's too hard of a question. I mean, I love Oud Wood. I love Tobacco Oud. I love Shanghai Lily. I love Plum Japonais. I love, despite what people may think about me, I do love Neroli Portofino. I do love Noir Original EDP. I do love Noir Extreme. I do love Noir de Noir. I do love... those are good enough options for you. The mint is amazing on Amouage Enclave. Yeah, I think mine might need to macerate because I'm not getting the most mint. I know this might be controversial, but I really like Escape. Hey, nothing's controversial, man. You have the things you love. Ain't nobody gonna diss you for it. Do you have Lacoste Noir? I don't carry Lacoste anymore. And if I did carry Lacoste, the only one I would carry is red. I don't know that brand face. Best to cover up the weed smell when getting pulled over by 5-0. You can't. Anybody who smokes weed will tell you that. You cannot smoke weed and then put something in your car that'll get rid of it while being pulled over. It's impossible. You can barely get the smell out of your car in a day. Actually, I take that back. If I had 2 hours, I could completely get a weed smell out of a car. But I would literally have to drench it. I would have to run my car through the car wash with my AC on inverted mode. I would need white Lysol, and I would need a fan, and I could make it happen in 2 hours at best. And it would not be easy. It would take the full 2 hours. Yeah, no, it's not a hard question on what's the best Tom Fords. There's just a lot of bangers. Black Orchid as well. I forgot to mention that one. Oda Ombre Leather, great fragrance. What do you think of Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue O Intense? It's better than the original Light Blue. Light Blue Forever, I'm still debating on this. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever might actually be better than O Intense Light Blue. They're both amazing. I'm capping. They're both really good. But I favor grapefruit as my citrus. Therefore, I'm going with Dolce & Gabbana Forever. Screw it. What about... come on, Sebedy. Don't get kicked. What beats Dylan Blue? Everything. Everything beats Dylan Blue. Blue de Chanel beats Dylan Blue. Casa Marati Mephisto. Blue Talisman. Versace Eros. Lalique Indigo. Arctic Slate from Banana Republic. All those beat out Dylan. Okay, I'm capping. Erase my last one. What about Bleu de Chanel? Parfum's great. Eau de Parfum's great. Eau de Parfum for performance. Parfum for smell. Blue Sapphire or Opal? Blue Sapphire. Italian Love better than Forever? No. I buy my fragrances everywhere, from people's, places, and things. I could literally sit here for 10 minutes and tell you all the places I buy fragrances. There's too many to count. I'm a hunter. I hunt for deals. And I execute flawlessly. Shoot, I've been getting a lot of fragrances lately from family. I've been having family who has rich friends that are downsizing their collections and stuff. You know what's interesting? These came with this, which I completely understand, but this looks weird. I mean, I don't really know what kind of argument I'm making because this looks weird too, but it looks less weird. Have you smelled any Yusuf buys? I haven't. I would never be able to get them. Have you tried Montal Starry Nights? No, I haven't. Dylan Blue is overhyped. I don't think Dylan Blue's overhyped at all. People just say that because they go look on YouTube and everybody says it, but if you look around where you're at, nobody's hyping up Dylan Blue in your local neighborhood. They might be buying it, but they're not hyping it up. That's a very fragcom thing to say. And there's a reason why your girlfriend likes it. You know, it's one of the most complimented fragrances. Same with Eros, same with Bleu de Chanel. If you're into fragrance, you might be bored of that fact, but hey, the reality is You wear what your girl wants. What's the best private exclusive line from a designer fragrance brand? Chanel. No question. How long have you been collecting? Collecting for 5 years, wearing for 20. Joma Shop is a good place to get fragrances some of the time. Some of the time. Almost never, but some of the time. I need a scent that's going to get me playtime. Trey, I've told you this once. I'm not going to tell you again. If you do not have Trace Oros, stop talking to me, Trey. If you do not have Trace Oros, Trey, stop talking to me right now. I don't know why at this point in time you do not take my word for what I tell you. I know you, Trey. I know what you like, and I know who you are as a person. And when I tell you that if you have Trace Oros, you will not need to buy a lovemaking or date night scent for years to come if you don't want to. Buy this freaking fragrance. I can hang with the best of them when it comes to date night killers. But Trey, for you specifically right now, if you don't have Trace Oros, don't ask me about another fragrance until you have a bottle of it. Especially if you got a freaking sample set and you're sitting around with a $40, $50 coupon off. You could spend $110 and literally have sex in a bottle. Best cologne for just getting into niche. Ooh, that's a good question. How old are you, Loopy? Thoughts on Lattafa's niche Amarati Kanjar? I haven't smelled it, Ton. I'm sorry. What do you think about Legend Spirit by Mont Blanc? Same thing I feel about Dylan Blue. It's good, but it's outdated. Thoughts on Tomi Iommi Monkey Special from Xerjoff? I think the second version is better than the first because I really wanted to love Monkey Special, but I actually canceled my order of it after going to Neiman's and smelling it. I think the second round of it is smoother and better. I haven't smelled Scenic Terre. I have not. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I never understood this concept. When you have so much time on your hands, you don't have a job, you don't have a wife, you don't have children. So all you do is sit in your room all day and you look for something to do. And after looking and scouring the earth for something to do, the best thing you can come up with is to find a random, no-name fragrance reviewer, type something dumb, and get banned. Think of how low IQ you have to be for that to be the entertainment that crept into your mind for the night. I feel so bad for these kids. So bad. They got a long way to go. They're in for a rude awakening. Please, Trey, order it. Order it, buddy. Just trust me, dude. Just please trust me, dude. You might have smelled it in the decant, but when it comes out of a full bottle, it's a different feel, dude. It's a different feel, man. I'm telling you. I went into Day 3's boutique to get Bonnie and Ambar Dominicano. And I put those down and I had to walk out with Trace Oros because when you smell them in the full bottle presentation, it smells way, not different, but it's way more powerful and amped up. And Trace Oros is like a living being. I could squirt some Trace Oros right here and like any celebrity that you're trying to get with will just appear. I already gave it, Seb, I gave you a ton of recommendations. I don't know why people come into Fragrance Lounge Q&A and want to ask me about politics. A fresh out the shower recommendation. Lalique White. It's probably the best. Boom. What's a good fragrance after hours and hours wearing that smells like as if you just sprayed it, like a strong as hell fragrance? Oh, so many. Oud for Greatness. La Ligue White and Black. Halloween Man Shot. Lamal Elixir. Herba Gold. Gucci Guilty Elixir. Mysterium for Paris Corner is a good take on Monkey Special. See, I don't like original Monkey Special. That Trace Oros opening is priceless, but that dry down is magical. Yeah, see, the thing that people don't realize about Trace Oros is if you haven't smelled Trace Oros, the first time you spray it, you're not getting it for real because your nose isn't primered to it yet. The first time I smelled Trace Oros, all I got was brown sugar and honey. Only. Brown sugar and honey. That's it. That is it. So I really didn't think too much of it. So I sprayed it. I had two discovery sets. Oh, by the way, guys, how many of y'all in the chat saw my Michael Paul interview where I interviewed him? Because I've got some news. We can share it on my live because I haven't shared it with the public yet. Where is it? Put in the chat below if any of you guys watched my Michael Paul interview. I'm about to buy that Trace Oros. Trust me, dude. I'm telling you, you have Trace Oros. You don't need a date night fragrance ever again. You guys got to trust me. Shout outs to Brazil. Que onda, wey? Por favor. Yeah, dude. Rihanna will pop up. Trust me. She'll smell it. Rihanna will pop up. She'll easily pop up. Nicest long-lasting date night fragrance, Trace Oros. Guys, you got to listen to me, man. Open up your ears. Trace Oros. La Ligue White and Black is awesome. It is. No one talks about it. I know. I don't get it. It's better of a latent smell than actual latent and all the latent clones. What weather is good for Trace Oros? Only nighttime, only date night, only if you're looking for a good time with your woman. If you're taking your woman to any location that is indoors, 2 sprays of Trace Oros will last an eternity. 2 sprays. And back to my explanation. When you first spray Trace Oros, all you will smell is honey and brown sugar. And so at first, you're going to think like Kamrakawa, Angel Share, Stronger With You, Armani, that type of vibe. And it's buttery. It's like butter and amber and brown sugar and honey, right? Then I went to the boutique and I talked to Michael Paul and I tried it and I put it on skin. And the second time I wore it, all of a sudden I didn't smell like almost any brown sugar and honey. And I smelled mandarin orange, pineapple, a little bit of cinnamon, and plantain, which is kind of like this caramelized banana, but it doesn't smell like bananas at all. It's like a caramelized pineapple. And then the brown sugar and the honey hugs it all. And dude, I went to a 5-star resort with my wife. I took her up to this 5-star resort for her birthday. Y'all saw it on my community post where it had the infinity pools. You know, the pool that falls into a pool, that falls into a pool, that falls into a pool. I was turning every head I walked by with Trace Oros. I took my wife to this, like, we had dinner and it was like $500 or something like that. And everyone I walked by, like I would go to the bathroom and take a piss and like dudes would be like, and don't ask, you know, you got, as a guy, when you're peeing and you're sitting there trying to do your thing, you're aware of what's going on, right? And I could just see dudes kind of, you know what I mean? They were trying not to fully turn their head, but I saw them, man. They were smelling this. Dude, at the dinner table, when I pulled the chair out for my wife, people around were like, dude, Trace Oros was so strong that when I sprayed it on skin and I went to the pool, I could smell Trace Oros on me in the pool. And it smelled so good. It was crazy. That's what I love about this house. It doesn't matter what day 3 fragrance you get. The sillage is insane. The longevity is incredible. But it's not a beast mode fragrance because beast mode fragrances are loud and annoying. This fragrance is loud in the calmest way possible. Like everybody will smell you, but nothing will ever smell harsh. It just smells like the richest, highest quality materials. If you like anything in the realm of Angel Share, Stronger With You, Spice Bomb Extreme, Noir Extreme, Instant Crush, Nishane Ani, Coromandel, Wajan from Parfums de Marly, if Leighton, if you like any of those sweet ambery vanillic stuff, this kills it. I mean, no question. I just got this fragrance in, Absolute Aphrodisiac by Initio. So sexy. Such a sexy date night fragrance, right? But dude, there's just something about the way Trace Oros radiates on your skin. Like, it has monster performance while still feeling light as a feather, but you get all that creamy, honeyed glow on the fragrance without feeling like you're wearing it. Like, it doesn't feel heavy and dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, it floats, and it smells like magical. Michael Paul really did his thing with that, man. He didn't just use regular plantain. He pimped it out. He didn't just use regular honey. He made his own honey accord. He's really doing something different over there. Like, when people see, and there's a reason, like, Michael Paul really hooked it up. And I see people out there now that, like, a few people, like Melissa National or whatever, I seen she has a bottle. And I know I had the bottle first. And so now that I'm seeing people, and I was trying to respect, and I am respecting Michael Paul by not doing the review until very close to the release date, since Desert Rain drops in like a week or two. But now that I see people getting their bottles, I need to hurry up and do my review of this and attach it to the interview so people can start really hearing about this fragrance. Because I'm at the house, so I'm going in that boutique. And people need to hear about this fragrance, and I need to make use of the fact that I have it early to put a review out for it, because this is the best fragrance in the entire lineup. This is the everyday, dumb reach, super expensive fragrance that you want to get. But Trace Oros you must have. If date night is what you're after, it is seduction in a bottle, and nothing else smells like it. Do you have Baccarat? Yeah, I have 100 ml of it. What weather is good for Trace Oros? Already went over that. Does day 3 ship across the U.S. because I live on the East Coast? Yes, they do. Do you have Rayhan Pacific? No, I do not. That interview was fire. Oh, okay. Yeah, you did see the interview. Okay, so you guys know Michael Paul has been hooking up the Discovery sets, right? So obviously I went in there, and I'm not going to tell you what I bought because I can't actually say what I bought there. But he hooked it up again, guys. So, not only, check this out. Not only are there a bunch of bottles we're doing for the giveaway, right, at 3K. Check this out. He hooked it up again. Brand new Day 3 Discovery set. Why is this one special? This one is special because, number one, the new fragrance Royal Reflection and Royal Reflection has not been added to this Discovery set, so he provided it. So it will actually come with Royal Reflection, the collab fragrance. And I'm going to do one better by putting a decant of Desert Rain in it. I'm going to add Desert Rain to it. So you will be the only person in the world that has the entire line. For real. Brand new, guys. I was like, Michael, man, listen, we're hyping up this Desert Rain fragrance. You know, and I asked him in the interview, will they be included in future sets? And he did say they would in future sets. Not starting right now, like probably not for another month. I have made, so he gave me Royal Reflection to add to this, and I'm going to put Desert Rain in a 3 ml to the winner. That's like $60 of value right there, and you will be the only one that has it. Suggest me a good vetiver. Roja vetiver. End story. I'm liking the get to know interviews. Thank you, man. I'm trying to add the women into the fragrance conversation. The one where you talked about his new frag, right? Yes. Suggest me a good vetiver. Already did. And now I'm going to remove you because you're being a baby. Being a little baby. I had to stop by to support you always, bro. Got to head out. Hey, Trey, I'm telling you, don't come back in this live until you have Trace Oros. King in the North, check out Lado into Loam. Lado into Loam is awesome, but I think Loam is better. But I know I'm on a boat with that opinion. Most people will tell you La Nuit de L'Homme is better. But me, I will forever hype original L'Homme over La Nuit de L'Homme Bleu Electrique. Any day of the week. But honestly, both get the job done. Full House or La Lique White. Can't compare them. Do you have Rayhan Pacific? No. Boom, 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 boom. Trace Oros is Tresoros. So you spelled the second word right. Switch the original. Tres. What are the other notes of Trace Oros? You guys, you know you can't ask me about fragrance notes at 10:30 at night. Off the top of my head, and I'll probably get one of the notes. I might miss one of the notes. Top notes of Trace Oros is mandarin orange, bergamot, and the fragrance notes is only going to say that mandarin orange and pineapple is on the top, but there is bergamot. The mid is cinnamon, plantain, and the base is honey, brown sugar, and amber. Hey, we did it. Trace Oros Day 3 and Suspiro Padrino best date night releases of the year so far. Okay. Hey, I see you. I see you, bro. I ain't gonna argue with Suspiro. House of Spades is better. No, it ain't. Why do people lie to me? Calvin, you need to go watch a movie. Get on Netflix and sip some warm milk and get in your bed. Put your diaper on. Anthony, give your mom her phone back. Why do people think they can type in here? I've got mods in here. You guys are so silly. How much is Trace Oros? Well, I don't recommend buying Trace Oros right away. I recommend you buy the Discovery set for $40, and then when you do that, you'll get a free $40 voucher towards a purchase. So then once you purchase whatever you want, you basically get the Discovery set for free. You could outright buy it for $155, but you might as well get the free Discovery set so you could try the rest of the line. That way, if another fragrance is of your interest, you now have a $40 voucher off that fragrance. How do I get started with my fragrance journey? Sephora and Ulta Beauty. I think I may underrate stories behind the. I think many underrate the stories behind fragrances and the creators. I think that's 100% true, and that's why I've started to review the perfumers, because some people. I think stories are what make houses. Because if the stories are unique and then the fragrance matches those stories and is high quality, that should be celebrated. That is like the highest compliment. That's why I interviewed Michael, because, and I'm doing something really special with Michael that no one will ever do in FragCom. And it's going to be special for you guys to see, because part of what makes Day 3 different than all the other houses is that from the concept to the product, everything is carefully, meaningfully, and creatively thought out and executed with the highest intention. So the idea of the fragrance is very top-notch, unique, one of one. The way they go about making the perfume is of the highest caliber. They're trying to do things and spend the extra money that no one else is spending to give you that extra bit of uniqueness, that extra bit of polish. And they're thinking about performance, longevity, and sillage every single time. If they can make the fragrance last longer, they will. And then they price it to perfection. And then when all that's said and done, they offer their discovery sets for free. That's unheard of. You will never see that. You will never see that from another house at any level. And that is confidence, and that is caring about the customer more than making a dollar. And then, with all that being said, none of it matters if the fragrances aren't incredible. And guess what? They are incredible. Every last one of them. Yeah, I have fragrances and a power ranking and all that, but they're all incredible. They all perform super well. They all smell luxurious. None of them smell cheap. None of them are synthetic in terms of smelling fake, and they're all super affordable. So when you put all that together and all the lines actually connect, you'll notice that no other house does that. No other house can check as many boxes as them. So the fact that you can go in there and pay Bleu de Chanel prices and get Amouage level fragrances is unreal. Michael Paul is the truth, and I'm going to show you guys that. Do you have Creed Virgin Island water? No, because the performance is so god-awful. I'm not paying retail for a fragrance that has no performance. I lied. I would, but Virgin Island water is not going to be one of them. Do you have Ralph Lauren Purple Label? No, I don't carry Ralph Lauren. Asking me for any random long-lasting perfume is not a good question. Ask a better question. I'm not going to waste my time hoping I give you the best recommendation for a fragrance. I don't know where you live. I don't know how old you are. What up, Jazz? Boom, 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 boom. Day 3 is constantly dropping fire. Yeah, they really are. I do truly believe that Desert Rain is their best release. Yes, it is Day 3 Tres Oros. How much cologne do you use? I use a new fragrance every single day. It's about that time, guys. Alternative to Enigma Pour Homme by Roja for the late 20s smells too mature. Day 3 Ambar Dominicano is the closest thing you're going to find to Roja Creation E, especially from the standpoint of the Coca-Cola note. Best Creed Aventus dupe. Aventus Cologne is probably going to be... that's tough. I don't know about Aventus Cologne. I can't tell you the best clone of Aventus Cologne. Probably one of the weaker, like, Pure Parfum Club de Nuits. La Instant de Guerlain, your thoughts? Really nice. Really nice, Chris. Great fragrance. Show me your bottle again so I get the right one. Hey, Day 3 Tres Oros. There's only one of them. You'll never get it wrong. Enjoy your LaCroix. I haven't heard of that house, John. Do you have any Aaron Terrence Hughes? Yes, I have Unicorn and Hard Candy. Take care, Sebedy. Hope you have a good night, brother. Hope your sciatic feels better. SVU, I feel you on these unemployed children. Yeah, like, dude, it's like if they want to be famous, I'll let them be famous for about 2 seconds. If that will, I mean, I know it's not going to do anything. They're hopeless, but you know, it's just sad. I feel really bad at the lack of purpose that people have sometimes. I feel really bad. Polo 67 EDP is so good, blows all other Ralph Lauren's out of the water. It does blow away most of them. It doesn't blow the teal blue Ralph Lauren parfum. It's not better than that, but it beats all the other ones. All right, guys, I'm gonna roll out in like 2 minutes. Last minute to write me your questions, and then I'm gonna sign off because your boy is tired. I got one more work day tomorrow. 10:36, not bad tonight. I'm curious about Pinward. They have a new Coca-Cola lime fragrance. Coca-Cola and lime sounds weird to me. A great Coca-Cola fragrance is Day 3 Ambar Dominicano, and it's very close to Creation E. It's not a clone, but it will give you that vibe of that slightly spicy, masculine Coca-Cola type feel, that ambery spiced feel. And it does have Coca-Cola as a note in it. But Michael Paul makes his own Coca-Cola Accord. It's not the same as Roja's Coca-Cola Accord, but it will remind you of a more modern take on Creation E. I don't think I would even like a Coca-Cola fragrance, let alone a Coca-Cola lime fragrance. But Ambar Dominicano was the truth. Matter of fact, do I have my old Day 3 here? Let me see if I have any Ambar Dominicano left. Shout outs to Kix. Kix actually sent me a Creation E clone, and it was really good. Is this all Javoy? Oh, it is. Dang. I filled my whole my Day 3 Discovery set with Javoy. Dang, I thought I had Day 3. I might be out. You know, every time I get Day 3, I mail it out to you guys. Do you have any pine frags that don't smell old-fashioned? Yeah, 100%. This is the best one you're going to find. Lin Sumi. Pine, tree sap, and morning green dew. Very fresh, very modern, but has that classic feel of those notes. Best office fragrance of all time to me, and one of the best fragrances of all time in my collection. I don't want to say where it ranks in my collection right now, but if you look on my channel, anytime you see memoirs of a fragrance, I'm only doing an episode on a fragrance that I feel like is God tier best of the best in my collection. And so I move through those memoirs very slowly because I will only talk about a fragrance that absolutely blows my mind and has been blowing my mind for a long time. Lin Sumi has got to be one of the greatest designers ever made. Without question. Without question. There's just no question. Do you have any kind of Creeds? I only carry the whole line of Creed in samples. The only bottle of Creed I carry is Vetiver. And honestly, I would have never got it, but I am a Vetiver lover, and I'm out to collect all Vetivers, and so I had to get it. I am a Vetiver fiend. And I don't even think Creed's original Vetiver is the best Vetiver, or even in the top 5 best Vetivers, but surprisingly, my wife absolutely loves it. And I will buy it just to have it in my Vetiver collection because it is one of the classic OG soap Vetivers out there. Any home perfumes? I don't know what that means. Okay, that's cool, Yo-Yo. Bleecker Street, Lafayette Street, Greenlee, and Castley are not really my tea. But I'm one of one. I'm a weirdo, so don't worry about that. Okay, guys, listen. If you're new, please consider subscribing. I drop 2 to 4 videos every single day on fragrance, clones, dupes, inspired, designer, niche, and independent niche. I post more than anybody in fragrance content. Follow me for a couple days, see if that's your jam. I try to add entertainment and game shows along with fragrance reviews. So we do review fragrances every single day, but I sprinkle in interviews with perfumers, interviews with the community, movie trailer type stuff, game show type stuff. There's a lot of stuff happening on my channel right now. Quite explosive growth. It's pretty nutty. We're about to hit our first 1 million in viewership, which is really special. And I'm also about to hit my 3K subs. I'm curious to see what the follower count was tonight, because I'm probably less than 60 people away from the 3K giveaway, which will be massive. I have a box that I can't even take off my closet right now full of fragrances for you guys because it's too heavy. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Hope you have a wonderful night. If there were any questions you asked tonight that I did not get to, please feel free to put them in the comments section below. I would love to answer them within 24 hours. And you guys have a wonderful... Hold on, let me put some people to bed real quick. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Love y'all. Appreciate you guys, because I do not do these lives unless the chat is popping, and it's always popping. So thank you guys. Love y'all. Have a great week. And listen, tomorrow's Friday. End it well. I'm going to be going live almost every day this weekend because we will hit 3K by Sunday. So peace. Love y'all. Have a great night.